What's up, Ragin Nation? This is Alex here and you're watching the Ragin Ronin review. Today I have a review for you. I know I haven't done a review in a long time. I want to get back into reviewing movies because that's what I started off with. Anyways, so I watched 30 minutes or less a little while back. I know it's been a long time, but I'm going to review it anyways because it is my duty as a Ragin Ronin review to review this movie. So, the movie stars Jesse Eisenberg, Danny McBride, and Aziz Ansari. And what the story really is about is that these two characters want to make some money, like easy money, so they come up with a scheme to strap a dynamite vest on a pizza delivery guy and have him rob a bank. The pizza delivery guy and his buddy are played by Jesse Eisenberg and Aziz Ansari, and Danny McBride is the mastermind behind the entire robbery. When I first saw the trailer, I thought it was really funny because the plot, the story is just so ridiculous and over the top. And then after I watched the movie, I felt a little different. I mean, it was a very dark comedy. It's not what I expected, but it did have its moments. I'd say it would be closer to a darker version of Pineapple Express because I think it mainly comes down to the fact that Danny McBride's character is a very mean and evil guy. For a comedy like this, I didn't expect so many executions, so that's kind of threw me off a bit, but it was still an entertaining comedy. I think one of the things that turned me off about this movie was really the humor is not very intelligent. It all comes down to, you know, him spewing out some crude and profane jokes. But that's the way Danny McBride is in all the movies that he's ever played. Another thing that I felt was a bit of a turn-off about this movie for me was that just because Aziz Ansari is in this movie, they have to continuously make these racial jokes. And I'm just thinking, when are we going to have a movie with an ethnic character and not have any racial jokes or stereotypical jokes? If they can just lose that, it would probably make me like the movie more. Now, I'm a little bit mixed on this movie because I was entertained, but because a lot of the humor is so uninspired that I just feel like, man, a lot of the jokes just get really old. But it still had some funny moments, and on top of that, you really kind of root for Jesse Eisenberg's character. You're really feeling for him because that's a terrible thing to happen to such an innocent guy. I felt the relationship between Jesse Eisenberg and Aziz Ansari's character was actually quite interesting, and you had to have that kind of a friendship between the two. They're good friends, then they're not friends, and then because of this crazy situation, they need each other's help. So, although we've seen that before, I do feel that it is quite appropriate in this movie, so that part worked for me. But overall, I think this is the type of movie that I would just watch once, matinee, rental, but definitely not something that you need to buy on Blu-ray. It was enjoyable, but it's nothing that really stood out for me. I would give it a 6 out of 10, just for entertainment value and, you know, bits of humor here and there. Rent it on a rainy day. Other than that, it's not something that you're gonna lose sleep over if you miss it. This is Alex Yu, and thanks for watching the Ragin Ronin review. Peace. This movie is kind of a bit hard to review because really it's not a science fiction movie. It's more like